I won't be intimidated. Stock the barracks, and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
But Archon, the merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go. The meeting is over. Kassandra. How? When I closed my eyes, I could still see you falling. I thought I had lost you. Alexios is alive. They have him, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods. No, I found you. Your brother. We have to get him back. He's too far gone. I gave up on you both once. Never again.
How did you... I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
What happened to you in Argolis after that night?
I found your brother and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Alexios was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But he did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized he was special and handed him over to the cult.
What do you mean, he was special?
What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
So, hello everybody.
Who is attacking?
Oh,
Paros,
go on.
across the bay. It seems Silanos has finally grown tired of sharing the marble trade.
Why now?
We've always had problems with Paros. I expected an attack, just not so soon.
I guess the time for talking is over.
Allies often forget their allegiances.
So, hello everybody. Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. As you can see, found dear old mom in control of the region. Now, the funny thing about this, right, is because I didn't really pay attention when I was doing it. But I was like, you know what? The Athenians are blue. Let's give them all the islands. Spartans. And so, therefore, Spartans will get, like, the mainland, right? So I started doing that, like, as I was clearing the areas I would do it. I didn't go back to any of the other ones. I just did it, like, as I was going.
Sparta, given all that's happened?
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
You needed support.
A rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
So anyway, the funny thing about that is that, you know, obviously Athens is on the mainland, and then, like, your fucking mother is running a fucking island. So it's like, damn, I should have went the other way. Okay. Now the question is, you know, this doesn't seem like a solid plan by them, right? Like you have, she said, let's see, the chick said that there's maybe a dozen or so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, I got 8. That's not a dozen, but it's close. I guess that would be the or so part, eh? Let's see, I do have some bushes that I can hide in. It's not looking. Looks like they have cactus here. You come here. And the bodies go away. Oh, also, I downloaded the other. I guess I'll just show you. I downloaded the other. They have the second DLC, the Legacy of the First Blade out, which gave me this ability, Rapid Fire. Costs 35% of adrenaline for each arrow if you just hold right trigger. I don't know. I'm assuming I still have to. I'm assuming it'll be the one that I actually have to put on the thing. But it only does 60% of hunter damage per shot, and the hunter damage is already fairly low. What's the matter, dude? Did you see something? What's up? You look worried. Maybe you should check it out.
Hey, you! Stop!
Fucking hell. I fucking hate it when they survive by like that much. It's like such a giant fucking piss off. Because it's like, he's fucking dead. Alright, like at that point, he's fucking dead. Trying to dodge with the wrong fucking button. You, give me that. Correct? I mean, the bird hadn't even attacked you yet, buddy. Aha, you got tag team there, bitch. Wait, did you drop something? You did. Thank you. So, I mean, that could have went better if that prick had died. It's still really annoying to me because, like, they started it with Unity, I think, where your assassination... Or was it Unity? Could you... Were your assassinations still one-hit killing Unity? Maybe they were. I mean, they definitely weren't in Origins. Okay, boys, you, deal with this. I'll deal with this. Level 42, so that's not too bad. Fucking hell. Ah. Yeah, sorry boys, I'd help you, but... Oh. I mean, this guy isn't very good, at least. At least I took the shield from him, so I mean, they should technically be having an easier time. Oh my god, just die already. Goodbye. Such like a shit move. He's like running away to fucking gather himself and you just like pull out the bow and finish him. Okay. Enough of your fucking uninterruptible attacks, just fucking die. Dude, he like fucking took out everybody. Just give me the quest if it's the next one in the thing. Jesus Christ. But yeah, like, because I think it was, because I remember being really annoyed about that in Origins, right? That, like, my assassinations weren't necessarily a one-hit kill. So they must have still been in the other two, in Unity and Syndicate. Because, like, if you have the drop on somebody and you're as skilled as your character's supposed to be, that person's dead.
There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
The real world taught me better. When someone wants your head, you have to learn to save your neck.
I know exactly what you mean.
I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lamb.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
I feel like she didn't emphasize, right? Like, she didn't emphasize the could. She just kind of, like, said it and it didn't sound right. I mean, that's a little...
If it's our family they fear, we'll reunite and give them a reason to be afraid.
Many have tried to stop them and failed.
We are not those people. Where others failed, we will succeed. I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him?
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time.
Knowing would only have complicated things.
You still had a right to know the truth.
You did what you thought was best. Like any mother. I know you left Sparta. But how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't have to stab as many of them.
Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me.
Dude, you're good. They're all dead. Just get up and walk like a normal human. Like, Jesus Christ.
The island is beautiful.
It is. Sparta has nothing on Naxian beaches.
Sparta. All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetos.
When I brought you to the Pythia as a baby, she never said we would live a nightmare. She said you had such promise.
The Pythia can't predict everything.
Okay. I mean, that's not the chick, no. Who did we go see? It wasn't the Pythia, was it?
Your general
think
acted
so.
quickly, raising the alarm.
Timo knows Paris is a threat. They make their business clear.
They can't be more clear than sending soldiers. There's no treaty?
Maybe there was, but it's long over. Now there's no mistaking them for anything but the enemy.
An enemy I could help you defeat.
We'll discuss that later. But I think you're right.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first country I've overthrown. Is it a country? Region, I guess?
Move!
I don't know. Oh, whoops. There we go. God, I have been playing too many other games. The fact that, like, I don't play this in between recordings anymore is really fucking with me, but odds are after this video I'll have to do that again, or start doing that again. Just to get a few more areas clear for future videos, since there's no guarantee that, like...
It will stay in ruins if we don't secure more donations. Soldiers can't get all the funds.
They can if you don't want the temple destroyed by our enemy. But I'll see what I can do.
It's a good deed restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Phoenix? Interesting. I guess she rose from the ashes of what? Her destroyed life, both of her kids dead. Because of her husband threw him off a cliff. I mean, that's it, right? Because like it's not like she was kicked out of Sparta. She voluntarily left, so I don't know. Would that be considered ashes of her life? Maybe.
What a strange day it has been.
But a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable woman, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
So we can destroy the cult once and for all.
If only it were that simple. You are mighty, but we cannot stop them alone.
I don't know. I've been doing a pretty good job.
Pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos and then hunt down the cult together.
Myrrine, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods. I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
I mean, I did have nice clothes. I don't know exactly where those went to, but, I mean... Oh goody, multiple quests accepted and a bounty hunter on me. Great. Alright, let's see what what we got here. There it is. Paradise Lost. We got Quarry Quandary. Going down. Okay. Talk to Myrrine at the party. Well, I mean, we'll do that after. Wait. Okay, I thought it was lighting up a different thing on the Your Odyssey thing on the right. Let's do this one first. I thought I was going to the map. Oh, it's unavailable. That's why it skipped it, I guess. Alright, let's see. Who do we have here? Onater, son of the sun? Really? I mean, I get it, but it's still a weird way to phrase that. Less damage from assassinations, but more damage from fire. Don't care, I'm just gonna fucking ignore them. Still not the best way to do that system. Especially when, like, I don't know. I feel like there just needs to be, like, oh my god, don't tell me that. Did I fucking, like, there we go. I feel like there had to be a better way to do that, right? Okay, now can I have my map so I can see? Because I have a feeling I'll need my boat. Where am I going? Over there. So I actually need to go there. Because, like, the fact that they just randomly show up is annoying. I feel like it should have been, like, they just have mercenaries, like, randomly strewn throughout the map, right? And then, like, depending on how high your bounty is would determine, like, whether or not they'll turn against you, you know? Like, if they're lower than you or, like, on the same tier or lower than you, they'll come after you for... Or maybe, like, lower tier, you know, for a 1 bounty. For a 2 bounty, like, your tier, maybe the tier above you. 3 bounty, you know, a couple tiers above you. You know, like that. Because, like, as it stands, the fact that they just, like, randomly fucking show up, like, whenever, it's so fucking annoying. Because, like, that right there, like, I was in the middle of a freaking story mission. And it's like, now you gotta fight this guy now. It's like,
What
why?
happened on Naxos? Did you find your mother?
I found her, Varna.
Wonderful! Maybe now we can kick back and relax.
But I have bad news. We know the cult of Cosmos poisons everything they touch, but now even Sparta's in their grasp.
Then that's where we'll sail to
I'm
next.
glad you're with me.
Oh, I think they said something about going to Sparta next. I don't know. I had to check. I don't like... It shouldn't really kick out, right? Also, what happened to the chick that was with me? What's her face? That I picked up in Athens. Where the fuck did she go? Oh well, whatever. Because I see dudes back, although this guy here, right? Like, not Barnabas, the other guy who's been with me for a while now. He's an odd duck because, like, he's still with me, but, like, he left when we got to Athens. He went somewhere. I don't remember. He was with the dude and whatnot. I think he just kind of, like, wasn't a part of the story, like, during the entirety of Athens. Like, he introduced me to the leader dude and then was just gone. And then, like, he's still just on my boat. It's like, alright, why?
You're the only survivor?
They took prisoners. I was too far gone to carry back to Paros.
What happened?
We came to talk peace with Paros. They ambushed us.
What of your captain, Aeneas?
Took him.
If Paros has him, where would he be?
They talked about tying him atop the quarry and letting the sun soften him up.
Why keep him alive?
Leverage. They know he's important to Finicas.
I'll get him.
Make them pay.
I feel like sailing for peace talks, right, hasn't been back in a while. I feel like if he's sailing for peace talks, you know that that's going to take some time. So you're not going to be worried about him coming back. I mean, like, the island's right there. It took me, like, what, 2 minutes to fucking get across it? But you still would have to assume, like, you know, back and forth deals being made and whatnot. I mean, at best, like, at best, he's been gone for, like, hours. So, like, that guy managed to hang on for, theoretically, hours without dying, but died immediately after giving me the message. Because, like, I get that, like, in real life, you know, people, if they know, like, because, like, let's say that, sure, he lived long enough, right? Generally, if somebody's gonna live, like...
They won't ask any questions. Best keep out of sight.
Yeah. Like, generally, if somebody's going to persevere past, like, fatal wounds, they're going to be persevering in a way that's going to let them accomplish something, right? Like him, his accomplishment would have been finding a small boat and getting back. Not fuck, what the hell's in here? Naxos, right? Like, that would have been his goal to accomplish. And then, like, that I could have seen. But, like, the fact that he's like, I'm too weak to go back. Like, there's no way he would have known that they were sending someone. Because there would be no reason to think that, really. Hey, buddy, I'm here to get you out.
You're a hard man to kill.
I know she wouldn't abandon me. Quick, let's get out of here.
Okay, can you climb?
Shield yourself! Freedom, thank you!
Look, I just released that guy as a distraction. Oh, look, a ladder. You have to be able to climb this. Now, the question is can you do this? Oh, look at you go. Beautiful. And can you do this? Oh, there you go. Look at us. We're leaving now. I love it when they actually let the guys follow you. Because there was in this game, there's somebody else, right? That was like leading around. But like they couldn't climb nothing. So like I had to like walk them out. Now I don't know about this. You might want to climb down gently. Come on, buddy. I know you can find your own way down. There you go. I feel like I fought a mercenary here. I totally fought. Oh, I mean, I say the word fought. I repeatedly hid and stabbed a mercenary until eventually he killed me here. Because he was like way too high a level for me to take on.
Thank you, Miss Dios. I hope Phoenix pays you well for this.
Remind her for me.
Something's wrong with Paros. More than usual. Strange things are afoot.
What did you see?
There were others. Not the Paros type. One had a mask. Never seen that before.
A mask?
I couldn't tell who he was. Time to get off this godforsaken island. I know my way back.
You should tell Phoenix what you saw.
I'll report to her at once.
I wonder, does that mean a cult member is here, maybe? Wouldn't surprise me. I mean, they are after her, you know. Lower their resources, eh? Let's see. What are we at for it? I mean, they're already weakened. That's not bad, not bad. So, let's actually go back up to the quarry. Now, I don't know what... Because obviously I was here once before. Like, that's why... I was about to say that's why it's that low. But generally, like, they just automatically lower. Like, every region will just, like, automatically lower little by little. Because there'll always be soldiers, like, enemy soldiers there. And obviously...
careful in this area.
And, like, enemy soldiers dying doesn't raise it. So, like, they're always, like, just going down, right? Like, every time that, like, the Spartans and Athenians get into a fight, for every, in this instance, Athenian that dies, you know, it'll lower the resources automatically. But, like, them killing a Spartan doesn't do jack shit, so. Okay, so there's something. What's out here? A lot of the shit that's just like out in the wild are just chests, and I don't really bother with them. Like, I don't think I've ever actually went after one of those chests. I'm pretty sure I've never opened it. But you gotta always fucking mark them. Because your arrows don't, like the things that are like, hey, look in this direction, you know. They don't always give you stuff that you want, right? Like, you gotta get through all the garbage before they'll give you the thing you're actually looking for. Oh my. See, like this... Oh, there we go. Oh, well, not exactly what I wanted, but whatever. Okay, you gotta stop making noise. They're gonna hear you. It's nice not having to hide the bodies anymore. Not that it was that big of a deal to hide them before, it's just, you know, always nice. Okay. Oh, there it is. Nation chest, that'll be a nice big hit. I'm going to assume that we're trying to get them down to just weakened. Oh shit. We're... Oh shit. Fuck. Oh, what?
Take them down!
Yeah? Come here. Oh, I never set the trap on the thing. Prick. I saw you fucking over there healing. Okay. Looks like that's the last guy. Wasn't there another one? God damn it. Come here. Get in here a little deeper. That's right. Who? Who just fucking shot that arrow at me?
I could do this all day.
I mean, eventually I would run out of arrows, but I feel like I could do it for quite a while. The really annoying thing about the archers, not this guy, mind you, but a lot of the archers I fought is that, oh my god, there's still fucking somebody? Oh, it's that guy, but he hasn't actually seen me yet. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. Damn it. Oh my god, dude, what are you doing? There we go. Used a lot of adrenaline to kill that guy, but I did eventually get him. Man, what a waste of fucking adrenaline that was. You always want to, like, if you can, like, unless for some reason you absolutely cannot get next to the war chest, or not the war chest, the war supplies, you absolutely want to get to them and loot them first, because, that's how I've gotten, like, a huge amount of my crafting materials. Like, I get quite a bit just from breaking down my shit because there's a lot to break down. If, like, because, like, I don't really have much need for the actual money in the game. Like, I don't buy anything. So, like, I end up just breaking down all of my equipment that I'm not using. Fucking hell, that's right. You can't do it from inside of a restricted zone. It's like, fuck you. But yeah, like, that's a good way to get the olive wood. Like, out of all the shit that you break down, you don't get a whole lot of olive wood. You get a little bit from the bows that you break down, but, like, from the amount of armor and weapons that I break down, I get... like, so much iron, so much... Well, I mean, like, look at the top. You can see how much metal, like, the two on the left, right? Leather and metal. Like, those are the two that you get from your weapons and armor. I have so fucking much of that. But, like, olive wood, I don't get a whole lot because I don't... Like, you don't spend a huge amount of time on your boat. Like your boat's there. They have the boat combat fleshed out. It's really well. There's just very little, like, unless you have a quest or something to do it, you basically get on your boat, you go to the next island that you're going to, and that's it. Because then after that, you just fast travel the island. Like, unless you're going to a new place, you don't use your boat. Like, you don't use your boat to go somewhere that you have a fast travel point on, because it just takes too much time. Like, it's just, like, even before this, I was going to take my boat to Naxos, and I ended up just not. Like, I made it, like, barely anywhere. Oh, wait, that's right. She did ask me to, not look so threatening when I came in. So let's see what we got here. I mean, you can just hide the hood, I guess. I mean, we have a shroud. Let's shroud it up. Oh, wait, no, that's right. We have pilgrim stuff, right? I don't know if I have all of the pilgrim stuff, but I'll see if we do. Oh, pilgrim, right there. Because, I mean, a pilgrim isn't threatening, right? In theory. Assassin. Tracker. Oh, wait, traveler. Oh, damn, we don't. Do you have a traveler's garment? Though, that's something. I mean, it matches-ish, kind of. I guess I could just go a traveler gear as well, instead of pilgrim, because I do actually have all of the traveler stuff. I do this like, I'm actually gonna leave this in this time just to show you guys, because, like, not gonna lie, like, before most videos, like, if you've ever seen me, like, I change my outfit fairly often, and you know what, let's go with traveler. And, like, like, a huge amount of time, not gonna lie, is spent right before the video. Oh, I already did that, traveler. Is spent doing this to, like, figure out, it's like, oh, let's see, what do I want to wear this time, or for this video, you know, stuff like that. I'm not kidding, I spent a huge amount of time doing that, because it's like, I know in the end it doesn't really make a difference, but to me it does, you know? I like to have my, like, different stuff. Now, I'm not wearing different armor in theory, but... Oh, there she is.
These are the most skilled killers. You cannot stay in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly. But I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already. Please, come away from here. Spacia, what brings you here?
Your ship did.
Kassandra, read the room, my dear.
I'm interrupting. Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating. I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Not only that, my people won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful. They're dangerous.
I know. I'll get her out of here safely. Where do your sources say I should start looking? I'd try the caves under Mount Zas. The cultists are so enamored with their own mysticism. It's predictable enough for them. I don't think anyone sent to kill you is going to admit who they're working for.
You're right. Physical proof is better. I'm sure you can find something.
Of course. I'd be happy to help you both. I'll see you again later. It doesn't matter where I got the information.
You should know by now.
I mean, it always matters where you got your information from, because, I mean, there's there's always the chance that you were supposed to get that information, that they wanted you to have that information. You know.
Watch my step around here.
Why? The deathbed of Ariadne? Fuck off. I don't even care who you are. I'm leaving. That is how little I care about you and how much of a threat I think you are. I don't know what that is. That's awfully close to the city, I will say. Like, for that, like that, I'm assuming was a bandit of some sort. I also don't know where the fuck the caves. Oh,
Cave
well.
entrance. There and there.
Yeah, thanks. I was already here, apparently. Like, I'm going to assume that was a bandit. That's awfully close to the city for a bandit to be going, right? Although, granted, it was only one guy, so, I mean... You know, he could always, like, read the room. It's like, oh, that's a soldier from the city. I better not mess with them. And I'm dressed like a traveler right now. Nobody would suspect me. I'd switch back into my other shit, but, I mean... That's just too much work. I'd have to find it all, because while it was all Spartan equipment, it, was, like, a couple different, like, categories of them, because the regular Spartan stuff, like, there's Spartan War Hero. That's an armor set. That's a legendary armor set. But I don't have it all, so I couldn't do that one. And, I think you get it through one of the cult branches. I think there's ones dropping there, or at least a couple of the pieces come from there. Because I think that's where I got one of the ones. At least one of the pieces I have. I think I have 2 or 3, and at least one of them came from the cult. Alright, I can do this. I forgot, because that marks people as well, I do believe. But other than that, like, the regular soldier armor is split up, and it's split up really weird. Like, I wish they just went with, like... Because, like, the way that menu works, it's, like, almost alphabetical. But it's, like, not quite alphabetical, you know? It's really odd. Let's see. Do this. Now, this should work. Oh, there's another dude there, though. Let's see. I think each... I don't know, actually. You know what? I don't think it does require any extra. Oh. There you go. There's actually an achievement, I think, to kill 4 people with that. Maybe? I don't... But I think I need to do it, like, with something else, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Because, like, the achievement's to kill 4 people using Rush Assassinate, which is what that is. Or something, using... I want to say it's called Pride of the Lion. I want to say that, and that would be a weird thing to come up with off the top of my head. That armor also doesn't look like right. Because yeah, that would be a weird thing to just be like, oh, yeah, sure, that might be what it's called. But I don't know what that is, because like I assumed because it's far enough down the obsidian. I don't have very much of that either. Like, it's far enough down the list of achievements that I thought it might be a part of the DLC. And it still might be. I mean, it's just the 2, right? That's it? They sent 2 people?
I'll kill you.
Oh, did that not kill either of them? Oh, no, it definitely killed her. Oh, I know, your partner's dead. Now it's just me and you, boy. And you're already fucking eating dirt. Oh. Man, you suck. Goodbye.
Rachmi. All stamped with the seal of Paros. And a letter? It's some kind of code.
Well, I mean, we might have a code breaker. I feel like we had something in code before, didn't we? Maybe? I don't know. I mean, it would make sense that the cult would have all their shit in code. But at the same time, I do end up with a lot of, like, cultist clues that are like, it's a letter from this one to this one. You know, talking about how they're gonna fuck up everything. It's like, really? They just saying that in a letter? Like, you're not worried about anybody intercepting that? Or, like... There may also be... I don't know if it's this cave. It is definitely this cave. I was gonna say, there's multiple entrances and exits to this cave. It's a pain in the ass. Because I think to get... I don't remember what the location objectives for are. No, the location objectives are for it. But I remember them being kind of a pain in the ass because I was like trying to figure out like where the fuck I needed to go and I couldn't figure it out. I kept taking like different turns because I think there might be more turns than even just that one, like more split paths in there. We're probably gonna call it after this mission and just pick up from here next time because we're somewhat closing in on an hour, and I'm not really cutting anything from this video this time. Because I'm actually recording this one a lot later than I normally record Assassin's Creed, so... Like, well, if you're watching this the day it came out, I recorded it yesterday. Because I was going to record it Wednesday, but I was lazy, didn't feel like it, so I didn't. Could have recorded it Tuesday too, but didn't do that either, so... I recorded a different video that day. So yeah, this will probably be it. We'll see what it gives me. If it sounds like it's going to be something real quick, we'll do it. Like if it's like, hey, go kill the leader of Paros, I might just like pop over and do it. Or if it's like, hey, we're about to like do a ship battle against them, I'll probably do that because those generally don't take very long. But oh, this is all right. I feel like that's not correct. Oh, there it is. Jesus Christ. That was fucked up, man. That was so weird. Ugh. I think you can do something like that as well, where if you kill the captain of a ship, but leave like the lieutenants alone or something. Like if you swim out to a ship and take out the captain, not board it, like a new captain will spawn, but it'll be like a wireframe character model.
The cult soldiers were paid with Rachmi from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof. This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course. There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from a Spartan king.
The Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
How can you say that after all Sparta has done to you? They tore apart our family. They welcomed the cult with open arms.
Why do you keep saying they? I am still Spartan.
I feel like she came a bit more violent than I
Are you
intended
really?
when I picked that
I
response.
have responsibilities here.
Like she really went hard
Paros
into
needs
it.
to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back.
Like I really, really didn't expect her to like. Are you? I was like, whoa. All clues discovered for a cultist of Cosmos, eh? Let's see.
We will destroy your statues. We will burn down your temples if that's what it takes to rid the world of rodents like you.
Oh, so he's... okay. Okay, I see. So he's the leader then. Is that this guy, right? Yeah, because see, there's... what's this? What? Oh, it's a Spartan king. Person of great wealth wants Brasidas dead? Sure. Because, yeah, I think one of these guys is the dude that, maybe is the dude that Alexios killed? Yeah, I don't know. But there's a couple of these things where it's like, oh, progress in the story. You know what? Let's see what the quests are. Because we're not going to do it, any of them, but I want to see what it is. Just the blockade. What? I just talk to her. All right. So yeah, I'll leave that then for the next time. We'll start right here. We'll start with the cutscene where we talk to her. And then we'll eventually, I'm assuming, take over the other island. That would be my guess. We'll kill the cultist. And then there's at least one side quest on here. So thanks everybody for watching. And I'll see you next time.